Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to Trauma Center, New Blood. New LP, get excited. We are going to be playing through this. I have played through this once, but it's been quite a while. So I don't quite remember exactly how this is going to go. Also, I haven't played it on this console, so I won't have any new data. Ooh, we should make a cool name, like... Wait, no, I've got a better one. I just came up with this just now, actually. There we go. I'm now Dr. 250. Dr. 250 will now save lives. Also, all these people aren't real. Just in case your best friend just so happens to be whatever the guy in the game is.
Alaska, the frigid northern extremity of America.
I forgot. This whole thing is voice acted. This is going to be amazing.
Come April, the harsh winter begins to loosen its grip on the land. The seemingly endless nights grow shorter, day by day, and the frozen wilderness starts to thaw. In the heart of this majestic setting lies a small town not far from Fairbanks, whose weary inhabitants eagerly await the arrival of spring. Montgomery Memorial Hospital watches over the town like an old man, and in this remote hospital toil two doctors who are about to be swallowed by the jaws of fate.
That's sinister, isn't it? The jaws of fate. I forgot, this is actually voice acted, which is pretty cool. And I think we'll go through the operation pointers just to be sure. Actually, change my mind, we're not doing the pointers. I know how to play the game. It's not that hard. Let's get started. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, I just did. We're in Alaska. I've never been to Alaska. I know it's cold.
Here. Hurry, Val! The patient's a 40-year-old male. He has a gash on his chest.
Look at that guy's face. He's got a nice, large nose.
How was he injured? He ignored the tour guide's warning and picked a fight with a grizzly. His blood pressure's 70, his heart rate's 130, and he's lost consciousness.
I don't know, this man sounds like a true Canadian.
Got it. Can you hear me? We're going to take you into the hospital. My name is Valerie Blaylock. I'll be treating you. Don't worry. You've been badly injured, but it's not hopeless. In fact, you're quite lucky that there are two skilled doctors in a remote place like this.
I'm sure he just wants you to start operating. He doesn't want you to tell him about how skilled they are.
Confirm the patient's blood type and blood count, Dr. Vaughn.
Do we have enough blood on hand? If not, then make arrangements.
Isn't this guy like the coolest guy ever? Look at him.
Have Eric make a quick trip to the blood center. Now, what about the x-rays?
It looks like he has two broken bones. We'll have to rebuild them. Nurse, have an ample supply of antibiotic gel ready.
It's hard to believe, but situations like this don't seem to faze me anymore. And here I thought I was gonna be able to kick back and enjoy the northern lights every night.
Oh, quit your whining.
Doctor, the patient's vitals are dropping.
No, we need to have conversation.
I have dinner reservations.
I have to be ready for dinner later. I can't be sitting around operating on people all day. Okay. So this is just a really simple introductory mission, and we should have not really any problems.
Let's begin the conference. The patient has suffered a large laceration extending from his right shoulder to his chest. He also has a compound fracture in his right arm. The bone fragments seem to be aggravating the surrounding tissue.
Well, that's not very nice of those bone fragments.
There are two objectives in this operation. The first is to stop the bleeding and suture the wound. The second is to retrieve the bone fragments, reform them, and set them in place.
The blood
sounds an
won't be
awful
arriving
lot
for a
like
while.
the mission that we've had before in the first game.
We don't have time to wait. We have to begin the procedure immediately.
I agree.
Alright, so, like I said, the cool thing, it doesn't really matter which doctor we choose. I think that slightly changes their dialogue, but it's not by much. It doesn't really matter that much.
Time is of the essence. Let's get started.
Just depends on who's talking, really. I do like that they voice acted everything in this game. That makes it a lot cooler.
Let's begin the operation. The patient's vitals are low. Please use the syringe to stabilize. Please inject more.
Well, we're gonna inject him with all the juice he needs. Calm down.
First, you'll need to sew up the laceration with a suture. Begin suturing the remaining.
So far, so good.
Look at me. I already know what I'm doing here.
Suturing is complete. but there are still some small wounds left. Please treat them with antibiotic gel.
It's like I know what I'm doing. Look at me go.
That takes care of the external wounds. Let's move on to treating his arm.
Apply the antibiotic gel to the area has been disinfected.
Sorry, I'm not
Now,
trying to run
make
over
an
words. It's
incision
just
with
so
the
easy. No, I need to hold my hand somewhat still so I don't act like I'm
Begin
going
treating
crazy
the
here.
fracture. First, retrieve all the bone fragments. Use the forceps to remove the fragments. Place the fragments of the first fragment.
Now there is a
has been
cool
removed.
thing is that
Don't
I
forget
think
to treat the wound.
in a because Trauma Center's Second Opinion was a remake of the DS game.
The third fragment has been removed.
And
Please
they
treat the wound
introduced,
as well.
it was mostly the same game, but they introduced some new stuff, like the ability, some of the Wii Remote things. And they've built the game more around it this time, which I kind of enjoy a little more.
All of the bone fragments have been removed.
Now let's treat everything,
Let's see if we can reshape it with the forceps.
because that's what real doctors do.
Now we need to reconnect the bone fragments.
Twist your wrist to maneuver the fragment into the correct position.
Twist your wrist. Don't want it to get too video gamey
You've
here today.
successfully placed the first bone fragment. Please continue.
Let's see. Right there, yeah, I thought so.
Man, this is like a jigsaw puzzle.
That's what you want to hear your doctor say.
That's not
Oh.
the correct location.
Oh, that was upside down.
Please
Whoops.
look at the shape of the bone fragment more carefully.
Whoops. Sorry about that. You'll be fine. You won't even remember this. You're not even awake. I need to keep my hand still. Look at me go. I'm just like... Okay, right there. And that one goes right there. Okay.
All of the
That wasn't
bone
too bad.
fragments have been properly placed. Now, please
That does it. Let's close him up.
I like the story of this game because it goes in a different way than the first game did. I mean,
suture it in the same manner as the laceration.
it's kind of like... It is like the first game a lot, but it does different things, and I kind of like that.
Use the antibiotic
You'll
gel
see
to
what we
stop
mean
the
later on in
bleeding
the series.
Before we bandage him up.
The bleeding stopped.
Apply the bandage from one end of this.
Apply directly to the arm. And there we go, the patient is saved. Don't fight with the grizzly bear anymore. I know you're a true Canadian, but unfortunately, it doesn't improve your odds of life. Oh, darn it, I'm a rookie doctor. Need to
Good
find some way
work,
to stabilize
Doctor.
my arm.
Now, I don't know how you can remain so calm during an operation. I'll transfer the patient to room 3.
He'll need to remain here for about 5 days. Should I send a bill for a guided tour of Montgomery Memorial to his travel agent?
Good idea, but don't serve him anything fancy. We don't want him getting too comfortable.
Don't want him getting too comfortable. He might stick around and hurt himself some more.
operation went well.
It did. So when are they going to give us the key to
I
the
still think
city?
this guy looks really cool.
We are
the
making
main,
Alaska
male
safer
doctor
for
here.
tourists, after all.
I'll take it from here. That is, if you don't mind stepping aside for an old-timer like me.
He does look very old, I'll give him that.
No, not at all. Just let me know if anything comes up. I'll be at Lucky's, enjoying some grilled salmon.
Well, I don't let my stomach call the shots, so I'd be happy to stay a little longer, sir.
That's quite all right, Dr. Blaylock.
I like letting my stomach call the shots.
There's nothing more we can do for him for the time being.
I'm just saying, I like food. Okay, there's some more operation pointers that we don't need. I think if I stabilize the Wii remote against... It's been so long since I played on the Wii, or recorded on the Wii. I think if I stabilize it on my leg, it'll wobble a little less. I always thought it would be fun to go to Alaska,
Nice weather.
if cold, but fun.
Ah, Dr. Blaylock. How are you today?
Hi, Miss Nun lady.
Good morning, sister. I'm doing well, thank you. Seems like it's finally starting to warm up.
Oh, don't be fooled, dear. The cool temperatures can return quite suddenly, so be sure to carry a sweater with you at all times.
Oh, okay, I will. Looks like you've taught me something new about this town once again, sister.
And be careful not to get caught in any storms. They can be absolutely dreadful.
Dreadful, indeed dreadful, I say.
Well, I must be going, but if there's anything new troubling you, please come see me at church.
Oh, thank you. But I've been okay lately. I've been meaning to attend Sunday service, though.
Good. I hope to see you before we move to the new church we're building.
You will, I promise.
Okay, so I'm sure that little discussion there had a lot to do with what we're doing today.
Doc, am I gonna be okay?
Wait, is this the guy that fought the grizzly bear?
Why wouldn't you be?
Well, if I had the cash, I would have gone to a real hospital.
Oh yeah, see, this is when you kick him on the front step.
But I don't, so I'm stuck here.
Mr. Carlton, you may not be aware, but this hospital is affiliated with Concordia Medical Institute in Los Angeles. Only the finest and most skilled doctors are sent here.
Oh, really? Because everyone around town says that this is where all the rejects get dumped.
I think they might have been referring to you.
That's ridiculous.
Just you, in particular.
They say that Dr. Montgomery, the guy who built this hospital, was really good. But that was, what, 20 years ago? I mean, it doesn't matter now, because he's dead.
Well, I'm still alive, so let's just try to get through this together, all right? Now, the bad news is you have a tumor. But the good news is it's benign. So don't worry. I can perform this operation in my sleep.
And I
will
will.
help you get ready, so please return to your room.
All right. Can I call my wife first? I want to talk to her about my will.
This is how both of the Trauma Center games start out. It's just like, okay, we're going to give you some really easy operations so you can get the feel of things before we start throwing crazy things at you.
Why in the world would they want me to come back?
Is the audio coming before the people, like, the people's text come on screen? Because that's what it seems like it's happening to me. That's not video editing side. That sounds like that's what's happening.
Dr. Vaughn, are you
Yeah,
there?
they're talking before their character even comes on screen and the text comes on.
Oh, Dr. Hoover.
That's a little
I have an
weird.
operation to prepare for, so...
Well, I wanted to speak with you about that matter I mentioned earlier.
Perfect timing. I was just looking over those documents you gave me. I'm sorry, but I can't agree to this.
Oh, and why not?
I couldn't do that to this place. How would you function without us? So even if it's a direct order, I can't comply. You understand, don't you?
Yes, but I believe I neglected to mention that Professor Wilkins contacted me personally.
Let's all just talk
so
about...
perhaps you should consult with Valerie.
Let's just all
before
talk
you
about
make
really
up
cryptic
your
stuff
mind.
for a while and not tell the player what's going
I don't know
on.
about her, but there's no way I'm going back.
Is this a troubled man with a troubled past?
Excuse me, Doctor. Dr. Blaylock is paging you.
Please excuse me, Dr. Hoover. I have an operation to perform.
Okay, so we're removing tumors,
I'd appreciate it if you could arrive on
which is
time,
pretty
Marcus.
easy. To tell you the truth.
Sorry, could you review the briefing?
Of course, Dr. Vaughn. The test results show that Mr. Carlton has multiple tumors in his stomach.
Okay.
They're benign, but rather large. So as a precaution, we're going to excise them using the Powell procedure.
Which was the exact same procedure we used in the last
Powell
game.
procedure, huh? Well, that may be difficult for a reject doctor like me.
Oh, Dr. Vaughn, you're not letting the patient's rude comment bother you, are you?
I guess we'll just have to show him how talented we really are.
Yeah, you're right, Val.
The Powell procedure, very difficult procedure, not able to be performed in most hospitals. And, let's just go with Valerie. I don't see why not. Seems like a great
I'm
doctor.
ready to begin the operation.
It doesn't really change a whole lot, whatever doctor you choose. Like, there isn't any story changes,
Okay, let's begin the operation.
just a little bit of dialogue change, I believe.
Disinfect the area with antibiotic gel before you make your incision with the scalpel.
Okay, well, I held it a little bit more still. Not sure how much more still I can.
Small tumors seem to have formed.
Oh no!
Let's burn them before we extract.
Burn them.
Use antibiotic gel to heal any wounds caused by the burning of the small tumors. All the small
Yay, we
tumors-
fixed all the
Now
small
let's begin
tumors.
extracting the tumor. Observe the area with the ultrasound. If you see the tumor has been located, but the shadow will disappear over time.
Okay.
Excise the center of it and expose. Follow the Powell. Place the
I
joint
know how to do the
cytoplasm
Powell
has been
procedure.
drained.
I played
Use
the first
forceps
game
to
all the way
place
through,
excise.
recorded the
Now
whole
you
dang
need to
thing.
use the forceps to apply antibiotic. The membrane has been
And there you
attached.
go. Powell procedure
According to
complete.
the test results, there should be more tumors.
Well then why don't we look for
The
them?
affected area is around here.
All right, Let's continue with the...
The tumor has been located. Okay, now drain this, excise it with a scalpel. Please remove the excised tumor. Small tumors have apply antibiotic.
Yep,
gel
we'll get him in a
and
second.
membrane to affix it.
Like master doctor right now. Look at me go. Oh, there's one more.
That seems to be all the large tumors.
Yep,
Please
yep.
treat the excised
I'm
area
getting it.
and the small tumors. The procedure is...
Ta-da! We just saved your life, sir. Now get out of our hospital.
Close him up.
I only got good.
Treat the bleeding before you
The
bandage
suturing's
the
not
sutured
the
incision.
easiest thing to do sometimes.
That completes the operation. Good work, everyone.
And it only took us a minute and a half. See, that's how you do operation efficiency, you know, just get this man in, put him down, operate him in a minute, have him wake up in 5, get him out of here. Nobody's missing lunch.
Man. Feels so much better. My stomach doesn't hurt for a change.
Now shut up with your crappy comments,
I'm glad I
guy.
decided to go through it after all.
If anyone else had performed the operation, I doubt it would have gone so well.
Unless, of course, we got Dr. Styles. He could have done it.
Yeah, you guys were amazing. I'll be sure to ask for you two next time I need to have an operation done.
Well, hopefully you don't need an
Do you
operation.
think there will be a next time here at Montgomery
Yeah,
Memorial?
exactly.
For me, there will.
I thought you'd say that.
Ta-da! We saved another man. Ooh, snowstorm. Okay, I think this is where the game starts picking up a little bit. I think. Yep, okay, snowstorm, yay! It's just like Canada.
What a storm. We'll have to close early.
Too bad we can't leave, though. We finally managed to dodge the late shift, and we're stuck here anyway. Well, this bed has my name on it, so I'm gonna get some much-needed sleep.
Hey, isn't that investigator from Concordia supposed to stop by sometime today? I'm sure you'll be the first they'll want questioned.
Oh, don't worry, they won't be sending anyone out here in this weather.
I guess since no one else is around, all calls are being transferred to us.
Uh-oh. I wonder who would need a call in the middle of the snowstorm like this.
Dr. Blaylock speaking.
Is this the hospital? I need help. Someone's been badly injured.
Who would have guessed?
Marcus, we have an emergency. Yes, this is Montgomery Memorial. Please remain calm. Now can you tell me what happened?
A man was accidentally shot in the chest with a rifle.
He was accidentally. His friends were like, hey, let's see if this rifle's
He's bleeding
loaded.
profusely. I estimate that he's already lost about 500 milliliters. His CS is 233.
Well, I guess we're talking
All right,
to a medical
we'll prepare for your
professional.
arrival.
Awesome.
How long before you can get here?
Mister, how long will it take us to get there? 10 minutes. Can you get us there in 5? We'll be there in 5 to 10 minutes.
Got it. We'll be ready. All the nurses have gone home. We'll have to do this on our own.
Oh no!
Can you
Howard
prep the
Q,
OR?
trained doctor's supposed to be
IV,
able to deal with
EGA,
this.
and CT are all ready to go. So is the blood count and cross-matching test. Looks like the storm's headed our way.
The storm.
I'm so glad you're still open. Here's the patient.
We're ready for him.
He accidentally shot himself in the chest.
Bleeding, but his vitals have dropped significantly. He's been shot in the chest. It looks like the bullet's still lodged inside him. His condition is critical. There isn't a moment to lose.
Everyone's already gone home, so you'll have to help me get him on the stretcher.
No problem. I'm actually a nurse.
It's convenient that we
So
have
if
a
you're
medical
short-handed,
professional
I
to
can
come
help you
help
with
the
the procedure.
situation.
Now it all makes sense. I was wondering how you knew to report all that information. We can definitely use your help. Come on, let's go.
I like the music.
Marcus,
Music's
the
good.
patient's here. And this girl is a nurse. She's going to help us.
Finally, some good news. So does she have a name?
Oh, sorry, I didn't think to ask you.
I'm Elena Salazar. from the
Elena
Concordia Medical
Salazar.
Institute in Los Angeles.
I'm surprised Concordia sent someone as young as you.
It's nice to see you again, Dr. Vaughn.
Have we met before?
Let's save the introductions for later. We've got an operation to perform.
No, we got plenty of time. Let's just talk about all sorts of things and have a cup of tea while we're just sitting around. Bullet lodged in the heart. Doesn't sound like the most fun thing.
I know this
Maybe
is
I
an
shouldn't have
emergency,
shot
but
myself
please
in the
allow me
heart.
to advise you on the situation. The patient is a Caucasian male in his 50s. He's suffering from a gunshot wound from a rifle. The bullet didn't exit his body. It's still inside him.
I just want to hear the story about how this man got shot with a
Due to
rifle.
the excessive amount of bleeding,
Accidentally.
there's a possibility the bullet nicked his heart.
There's no time to waste.
He's lucky you got him here so quickly.
The objectives in this operation are to extract the bullet and treat the hemorrhaging areas. Okay, let's give it our all.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll go back with Marcus. Marcus is so cool. Look at him. Look at his hair. He's
All
like,
right, let's begin.
going so fast with my hair all back like that. Man, guys, stop bleeding everywhere.
Okay, let's give it our all. We need to treat the round seems to have entered the body here. Let's treat the gunshot wound before we open him up.
Okay.
I'll prepare the synthetic membrane. Please affix it to the wound. Now the gunshot wound has been successfully treated. Now, let's
Looks like we
treat
can
the
only get his
remaining
vitals
wounds.
up to 30. Wow, that was horrid.
All the external wounds have been treated. Let's open him up.
Let's just hold our hands somewhat still. There we go.
He's in bad shape.
Yeah, usually when you get shot in the heart, it doesn't end too well for you.
Please keep an eye on his vitals while you treat his wounds. Doctor, you located the gunshot wound.
Score.
We're dealing with his heart, so please be extremely careful when you extract
Boost his
the
vitals
round.
just a little bit. Oh, dang it.
Let's drain the blood, and a mistake could be fatal.
Nope,
Please
dang it.
extract the round
Hold on, we
carefully.
gotta boost his vitals. He's losing a lot of vitals. Dang it. He loses a lot when that happens, too.
What?
Oh, man.
This round is split in two.
Oh, that's
The other half
excellent.
must still be lodged inside.
I'm pretty sure this
We
man's
have no
dead.
choice. We have to open the gunshot wound wider with a scalpel.
I'm pretty sure this man is dead. Oh, yeah, he's
We
dead.
can't get a pulse with the round still lodged inside him.
This is bad.
Please extract it quickly. Open up the gunshot wound with
I
a
will in a
scalpel
second. Just let me
and
boost
keep
his
an eye
vitals
on
a tiny bit.
vitals. A blood pool has formed.
Oh,
Please
don't
drain
die,
it
man. Don't
quickly.
die, don't die. I don't want to lose this early in the game. This is the
Located
dang first
remaining
episode.
piece. Please extract it with... The round has been extracted.
Let's give him just a little
Please
bit more
treat the
vitals.
remaining
He's
wounds.
not doing so hot right now. Yay,
That
he's safe.
completes the treatment of the wounds.
Good job, everyone.
Now please resuscitate the patient using the defibrillator.
Oh, yeah, he's just kind of dying and all, isn't he?
Now move the this gauge.
Yep,
displays the
I
amount.
understand. Let's
Press
save his
the
life.
Z and B buttons together when you're not getting
Ah,
a
dang it.
pulse. Your timing needs to be better. Please watch the gauge
Oh, that's
more
close.
carefully.
That's not...
We have a pulse.
Oh, there we go. Yes, excellent. Good work,
What a
everyone.
relief. Okay, let's close him up.
Yay, we saved a man's
Doctor,
life. I'm pretty
please
sure he
close him
shouldn't have
up.
been living after having a bullet lodged in his heart, but
Okay.
maybe... I'm not a
Let's
medical
finish by
professional.
bandaging
Maybe...
the
Who knows what
suture
I'm talking about? Bullets, you know, they're nothing. Just a little bullet.
I was worried during
In the
that
heart.
one part of the operation, but we made it. Great work, Doctor.
Dr. 250 is here to save the day. He's got it going on. Let's see how bad I did. No mistakes, that's good. Gives me a nice little bonus. Dang it, I'm still a rookie doctor, what the heck? Stupid game.
That was a difficult operation, but it went well with your help.
It'd
You're
probably
a
go
skilled
better if we
nurse.
just had someone just constantly injecting him with vitals.
Really?
Yes, really. I'd love for you to assist us again sometime, if possible.
But first, we should clarify some things. What instructions did Professor Wilkins give you prior to coming here, Elena?
You're right. I shouldn't hide my true intentions. But I didn't come here to spy on you. And I didn't come here to help you.
Wow, look at all this mysteriousness in the first episode!
I came here to ask you to operate on me,
Oh.
Dr. Vaughn.
What?
Okay.
It's the pump unit you implanted in my pancreas 7 years ago. It isn't going to last much longer. Please, Dr. Vaughn, You have to help me.
Well, at the very least, we didn't have to go get you.
Now I remember. So you're that little girl.
Interesting, okay. And it looks like... So I guess certain doctors can only operate on certain things, because I can't even remember his name anymore. Dang guy. But he operated on her, so he has to do the operation. We'll do one more. Just one more. No, it's gonna go a little bit over, but I'm having fun. So we'll do one more operation, and then we'll be done for today. Sorcery of Salvation.
Elena has intractable pancreatic necrosis, an extremely rare genetic immune system disorder. The disease surfaces due to stress caused by aging, viruses, or chemical substances.
Those all sound like things that happen fairly often, so that's probably not good.
It could cause septicemia, cellular necrosis, and a severe case of pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis?
Thankfully, an effective immune suppressant was developed in 2015. So now the disorder can be treated by implanting a high-efficiency pump system in the patient.
But why do you need another operation? Is the system malfunctioning?
Yeah, it's designed to last for 20 years.
The antibody has denatured. The medication isn't working. To compensate,
that's bad.
The pump's immunity suppressant control chips need to be replaced.
And you expected that someone at a remote hospital like this could do it?
I wanted to ask Dr. Vaughn to perform the operation, since he already saved me once before. I'm sorry I didn't contact you beforehand.
Oh, no need to apologize. You're quite welcome here.
Placing the pump unit is no easy task, and tampering with the implanted unit might cause stress and trigger an acute reaction. An inexperienced doctor wouldn't even attempt such an operation.
But I'm more experienced
Doctor,
than most.
We've received a shipment from Concordia. According to the label, it requires refrigeration.
I had them send all the materials necessary to perform the operation.
Marcy, please refrigerate them at once. The patient appears to be in good condition, but that doesn't mean we have time to spare. Once the preliminary test results are in, we'll need to operate immediately.
So it's a difficult operation, huh?
Oh good. I'd always wanted my fourth operation to be really
require some
difficult.
Preparation.
Oh, are you heading back home, Dr. Blaylock?
Oh, hi, Elena. Yes, I am. You're staying here tonight, I assume.
Yes. I was hoping to catch a glimpse of the northern lights.
Yeah, so were we. And then
I
some
see.
guy came in a snowstorm.
Try to stay warm. By the way, I wanted to ask you about how you became a nurse. It must have been tough. Not only were you young, but you also had your illness to contend with.
Well, I was working towards something I really wanted, so I was able to overcome those obstacles. And in the process, I was able to learn more about my condition.
But you even received your international nursing license, right? That's amazing.
I was grateful to be alive.
You know, I think that would be extremely inconvenient just to come all the way up to this tiny little hospital in Alaska just to get an operation.
People are capable of so much when they don't take life for granted.
You're really mature for your age. I think you have a great career ahead of you.
Thanks. I can't wait to get back to treating patients, as opposed to being one.
Yeah. That was a funny joke you made there.
Look! The northern lights. It's so beautiful.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Elena, let's both do our best during tomorrow's operation.
Let's both do our best.
Remain centered. Breathe. Focus. As the stars have taught me, I am one with life. I am one with now. Remain centered. Breathe. Focus.
Oh, darn it.
Should have unplugged the phone.
Stupid phone's messing with my concentration techniques.
Yeah, who is it?
Greetings. I'm sorry to disturb you so late, Marcus.
Professor Wilkins.
I suspected this would be a good time to reach you.
It would have been nice if I could have finished meditating.
I see you're still dabbling in witchcraft. Well, that's good, because it is precisely that sorcery of yours we must rely on now.
Look, I'll perform the surgery on Elena. Just don't expect me to return to Concordia.
It seems there's been a misunderstanding. She's not the reason I contacted you, Marcus. There's another patient I'm concerned about.
What are you trying to say?
Stigma has awakened.
Uh-oh.
And I require your assistance.
Not Stigma.
What? Didn't I tell you that it was too dangerous to tamper with?
So you don't think you share in any of the responsibility, Well, don't be ridiculous. It's too late to wash your hands of this. However, there's no reason to let your feelings of guilt torment you. In fact, I have some good news for you. The patient I'm referring to is me.
Dum bum bum.
Well, then, we
So
shall
much
continue
drama
this
and action.
conversation another time.
You know, I was just thinking, because they said that whatever the special medication that the girl needed was developed in 2015. Back when this game was made in 2007, that was kind of a somewhat in the future, but now it's like next year. It doesn't feel so futuristic anymore. 2015.
You look distracted today. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
If you say so. Just as long as you'll be able to use your healing touch.
Healing touch?
Well, if all goes as planned, I won't need to.
What's a healing touch?
Don't worry, Elena. Everything will be fine.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Now, about these microchips we're replacing.
Well, they went to the trouble of including instructions from the designer himself. So I'll indicate when you should bring them out. Fortunately, his directions are perfectly clear. I'll have to thank Professor Kerensky.
The operation is sure to be a success with such a well-prepared team.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
All right, Elena. I'm gonna begin administering the anesthesia.
Okay, I'll try to get some sleep.
Alright, cool. So we need to replace some chips.
Alright, let's go over this one more time. The objective of this operation is to readjust the pump unit installed in the pancreas. Depending on the condition of the pump, we'll most likely have to change the control chips. There's a high risk that there may be hemorrhaging as a result of the chip exchange. Follow my lead and keep in mind that we may need to make some changes along the way.
All right. Let's make this an operation to remember.
The control chips are ready, Doctor.
Okay, keep them on hand so they'll be ready when I call for them. Okay, let's begin.
Alright. It's time to begin the quote-unquote difficult operation.
We will now begin Ms. Salazar's operation. The implant is in the pancreas. Please perform a laparotomy.
A laparotomy, that's a word right there. Let's perform the laparotomy. Hey, look at that. That looks like a computery chip thing.
Let's use antibiotic gel to stop the hemorrhaging.
The wounds have been treated, but it's only a matter of time before it ruptures again.
Okay.
We're going to have to replace the implant's control chips. First, we'll have to disable the current chips, then we can exchange them with the new ones.
Use the laser to disable the chips.
Because that's what you want to do in an operation, is to fry chips.
The control chip has been disabled. Use a scalpel to cut it out. Be careful of any hemorrhage. The control chip has been disconnected. Please remove.
So we're basically burning it with a laser. That sounds like the best thing we can do.
We'll repeat this procedure with the rest of the control chips.
We're using our scalpel to cut it out. This doesn't sound like medical science. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This doesn't seem as difficult as it was stated to be. Like, we are doing this just fine. Although there's a lot of hemorrhaging.
The third chip has been expanded. Just
Let's
one
just
more to go.
deal with all the blood. There we go. You would think there'd be a better way than just trying to fry the chips. Uh-oh. That's not good.
There's massive hemorrhaging. Use the drain to clear away the blood before continuing. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Something's not right.
This might be a problem.
This
This might be a really bad problem.
I guess I have no choice. Remain centered. Breathe. Focus. As the stars have taught me.
And this is the healing touch yet again.
Okay, I've got some time until it emerges again. I need to continue the operation while I can.
Okay, and now we can finish it. I think the healing touch is a little different than it was in the first game, but it's about the same.
We're done here.
It's not really that big of a deal.
Sorry, but I'll have to leave the rest to you. I think I overdid it.
Marcus? Hey! Nurse Bloom, get Marcus out of here. I'll handle the rest of the operation.
Good job, Marcus. You done screwed everything up. Okay, fewer than... Can I get something high? Why do I keep getting C? I'm doing great on these operations. It's because I'm taking too long because I'm talking.
You're awake.
Dang game.
You seem completely drained, Marcus. Is it because you haven't used your gift recently?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. How's our patient?
I completed the rest of the operation. Her condition's stable now. I'll keep an eye on her, so feel free to get some rest.
That sounds good. I'd probably end up freezing to death.
I don't understand it. Why would they send someone with your ability to a place like this?
Maybe so they can send other random people to a place like this to get treated by people like you?
Alright, enough with the sarcasm.
No, I'm serious. In fact, I'm a bit envious. Personality aside, I'd love to be you, Marcus. To have your ability?
Don't sell yourself short, Val.
What do you mean?
You didn't come here for the tropical weather. You came to refine your techniques, to learn the healing touch. But if you've already given up on that, then there's no reason to stay here.
Who are you to be judging me? You sulk around here all day like a mistreated dog licking your wounds.
Listen to that.
That didn't come out
That
right.
saxophone. So smooth.
I'm not very good at giving pep talks. All I can think to say is try harder, which isn't very helpful, huh?
I'm sorry, too. I shouldn't have snapped at you like that.
I guess when it comes to interpersonal communication, I'm no Dr. Montgomery, huh? Well, maybe if you pray hard enough, he'll visit you in your dreams and teach you the right way.
Okay, so... little thing I've noticed, we're going to end it here. Little thing I've noticed just in doing this episode, because of how much voice acting is in the game now, because it's completely voice acted, from what I know, and it's going to leave me a whole lot less to say, so if you're looking for me to say something witty and like I usually do, you might not find it as much here, but this is still a great game, and it does develop in a bit, and I still enjoy it a lot. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And we'll come back next time for more Trauma Center New Blood. Bye!